Welcome back, everyone. Duels of the Spellslingers tournament number 5. Much like how Amber Heard's dog stepped on a bee, and even though my face is contorted painfully, we're now starting tournament number 5 finally, and due to life reasons and family, we've actually lost Tortuga, Jokes to Jesus, and Queen 83 at least temporarily. I hope you guys are doing well. On behalf of the community, we wish you all the best, and perhaps someday you'll return, at least to do some commentary, but honestly I hope you guys are doing well. Please let us know. Random fact of the day, did you guys know that Jokes to Jesus was once bitten by a cobra actually, and after 2 days of excruciating pain, the cobra finally died. Yeah, so it turns out this is true because I read it from Jokes to Jesus' autobiography entitled How I Became 9 of Canada's Top 10 Sexiest Men Alive. Before we begin the games today, I wanted to give a big shout out to, now that we have reduced manpower, a big shout out to our organizer, video creator and video editor, antlr, as well as the other organizer and gamecaster myself, Obus. Hopefully, as Tournament 5 comes underway, we're going to start having more gamecasters and some help along the way. It would be really appreciated, let us know. So, I wanted to introduce Tournament number 5 to you guys. We're going to have 2 stages. First stage is just a group stage, kind of a single elimination, best 2 out of 3. And then of course the final stage, which is just going to be 8 finalists battling for the championship title. Tournament number 5 is actually going to be a little bit easier. We have actually no rules, pretty much anything goes for cards, decks, and planeswalkers. So matches are indeed best 2 out of 3, but for those 2 or 3 matches, you can use the same planeswalker, or you could use all different planeswalkers, and so can your opponent. It's kind of like just pressing the battle button on the ladder. And so what this means is I'm expecting the most optimized decks of the current meta. So for rush, fast game rush planeswalkers, we're expecting like Nahiri, Chandra, Angrath, maybe even some Gideon. Mid game or mid to late game, maybe some Ajani, Liliana, and of course the super late game, we're expecting guys or girls like Hiora, Nisa, and Jace. And with that, we're gonna get started into round 1. So round 1.
Fight.
So round 1, we're going to get, well, let's see who we get. Round 1, we're gonna get MetagameFitness versus Maelaki. So MetagameFitness is on Nahiri, rocking that super aggressive land that at turn 5 can randomly do 3 damage against Maelaki, who is rocking the normal land with the Liliana. So we're looking at a mid to late game Liliana. Oh, splashed white. And versus, of course, Nahiri, which is usually with the aggressive land going to be an early game. So let's see how MetagameFitness plays. So already turn 2, we're having a super fast game. We have turn 2 Maelaki playing the rock. I think it's something about the zombie when it dies. But in any case, when that zombie dies, it will give -1 cost. So let's see. I think Maelaki is going to block that leaping lemur. MetagameFitness has to attack with the 3/2 because, it can't block, right? So yeah, once that zombie dies, so now we see Maelaki has a 3-cost Liliana's Goliath, which is perfect for turn 3. But MetagameFitness isn't done. He answers with the Hellhound, 2-headed Hellhound, and the Goblin Rush. So yeah, turn 3, just like that. Maelaki plays Liliana's Ghoul. Turn 3 coming up for MetagameFitness. Is he gonna Zozu? I think he might actually Sky Knight Legionnaire, or he might use Nahiri's Stoneforged Blade on the dog just to make it more of a threat, so that Liliana's Goliath has to... Nope, okay. So it looks like MetagameFitness is a little scared of Liliana's Goliath because he doesn't have any answers. Okay, yeah, so he's gonna use Sky Knight Legionnaire, burns the Mana Gem, 4 damage to Maelaki. I'm not really sure about that decision, but since it's MetagameFitness, and we can talk about his ranking later on, he's actually ranked number 1. As of May 11th, when the rankings came out, he's number 1 on the ladder. So anything he does is probably a good decision. But anyways, Maelaki uses his 2-mana sorcery card to get a Zozu, and that's a nice sort of little rush guy. that Metagame Fitness is not expecting. Usually Liliana's, they play White Splash, but so far Maelaki hasn't revealed that. In any case, Metagame Fitness casts his 3/3 Haste Minotaur, attacks with the 4/2 Skynet Legionnaire thanks to the Stoneforge Blade. Now it's Maelaki on turn 5, and I think he might Zozu just to force Metagame Fitness to block and deal with this 4/4. I think it's going to be Skynet Legionnaire blocking the Zozu. Maybe it's going to be the 3/3 blocking the 1/3, and I don't know, maybe the 4/3 Liliana's Goliath is just going to go through. It looks like Malachi's Saving Grace is going to be playing that turn 7 Day of Judgment. And hopefully Metagame Fitness can win before turn 7, because I think that's the most expected, right? Alright, so it looks like he's going to maybe take the damage. No, okay, he's going to trigger Liliana's Goliath to become a 10-4, but I think it's because Metagame Fitness knows it can't block. So next turn, only the Zozu can block. Yeah, so maybe he's going to use the Stoneforge Blade on the double-headed dog. I believe he might do that just because it's going to be 3, so 6 damage going in, forcing the Zozu to block, and then he's going to do maybe a Zozu as well. That way, or he could do Hell Rider, but I think he might Zozu and use the Stoneforge Mystic. Do you do that, Metagame Fitness? Is my decision making as powerful as yours, is really what I'm saying. Yes, Metagame Fitness, you have validated my decision making and my existence. Thank you. Looks like Metagame Fitness is deciding, yeah, okay, so he does do that. And I think it's going to be a Zozu blocking into the dog, because that's 6 damage just from that, right? And the Zozu himself is 5 damage. So that's why Metagame Fitness triggered Liliana's Goliath, so that it couldn't block anymore. And that's why he did it last turn. Very good, very well done. So Metagame Fitness has attacked, and let's see how Maelaki decides to block. I think the answer is to block the double-headed Hellhound, but that's going to be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage going through, leaving Maelaki at 6 life. So that's hard. And 6 mana is not 7 mana, so next turn Maelaki cannot Day of Judgment. Yeah, so everything I said came to pass because I'm the best. I'm kidding, actually. Metagame Fitness is number 1. But everything is turning out to be Maelaki's loss. So at 6 mana, okay. He decides to attack with a 10-4. Metagame Fitness, I don't know if he's going to block. He might not block, just because he doesn't have to. He can take it, and that Liliana's Goliath can't block anyway. So Metagame Fitness, I think he might decide to not block, so the next turn he can do Hell Rider and do the automatic 4 damage plus whatever's going to go through. Yeah, see, Maelaki's 6 mana is either the 4 mana 2/2 fire or the 3 mana 2/2 fire, but regardless, I think it's going to be, yeah, the end of, there we go, Goblin Shortcutter from Metagame Fitness. Good game. That wasn't a waste of time after all, said Maelaki in Liliana's voice. Liliana doesn't sound like that, by the way. But anyways, Metagame Fitness goes in for the quick. So that's a very quick game. It's only about 5 minutes, 30 seconds. Metagame Fitness styles all over Maelaki. -4, -2, -11. And just like that, Liliana's face took too much damage, and now her face is at -9. So very well done, Metagame Fitness. You have won basically round 1. And we're going to go into round 2.
Round 2.
Alright, so round 2 fight. And round 2, what will we get? Anything goes. Okay, so we're gonna get Metagame Fitness on Jace, my favorite planeswalker, versus Maelaki on Jace. But Metagame Fitness has the normal land, and Maelaki has the Tolarian Academy. And looks like, yeah, Maelaki is good, and Maelaki is going black. And Metagame Fitness, we don't know how he splashed, but he's got the Mystic Tomb, the Divination, the Repulsal, lots of draw, a ton of draw. I'm guessing Maelaki, because we know he went black, is going for the Mill black deck. Okay, so we know Metagame Fitness now. He drew the Niv Mizzet. It's going to be a red splash. Maelaki on turn 2 plays the... Okay, he doesn't attack. Interestingly enough, he doesn't attack, because I think Malachi's deck, I mean, the way his deck is made, it's not really for killing someone by damage. It's more about, yeah, Ravenous Pitlord, Shadow Weaver. It's more about increasing hand clog through Ravenous Pitlord and preventing the and milling the opponent basically with the 1/3. When it dies, it mills specifically a creature. There we go. Xander Split is gone. Mills a creature from his deck. So, alright, so Metagame Fitness is down to 24. Maelaki plays the scoreboard, -1 cost. So it's only 2 costs thanks to Tolarian Academy. Everyone draws a card. And the funny thing is, Maelaki is going to have a lot of mill with his deck, and Metagame Fitness might actually be overdrawn if he plays Mystic Tomb. I almost feel like he has to start repulsing that Xander split so he doesn't go over, but we'll see how he does. Metagame, do you validate my decision making with your #1 rank and ability? By the way, just so you guys know, Metagame Fitness on May 11th, when Wizards of the Coast published their rankings for this, he had 6,891. That's his sort of, MMR rating or his score. And the top 10, so rank 10 was Cam, 3,951. So it's almost double. And that's the sort of, not the difference in skill, but like that's how the gap is between the #1 and the #10 player on the rank. It goes all the way to rank 100. In any case, so it looks like he did repulse Undersplit, and now Maelaki repulses the Ruin Shell Crab to, Handful loses Jace's Apprentice. Very well done, Maelaki. So Hand Clog and Mill, as we can see the Millstone in Malachi's deck. Metagame Fitness says, I don't have time for that. He's going to play tons of fish and crab. So I think Metagame, maybe he likes seafood, maybe he likes sashimi and crab. I'd never tried crab sashimi. I think it does exist, but at least not in like Toronto, maybe not in Canada. But with the Red Splash, the Looting Lizard, the Spawning Hellion, Metagame Fitness has basically a smorgasbord of different kind of animals. And Maelaki is still, going for the Xander split. He's going to do the Remand. I don't know if Remand is going to have any real effect because, I mean, usually Metagame Fitness, Jace has those low costs, but now that he can Remand himself, but yeah, I think, Divination's going to draw more cards, Mystic Tomb would draw more cards, Looting Lizard would destroy his hand, but draw 3 more, so I think actually that Remand was a good play, but it's actually kind of a bit lucky because usually Jace maybe would not have so many, maybe it's the time to use Jace's passive. You got 6 mana, you have 6 for your passive count. The board is, well defended to say the least. And your opponent is not going to. Anyways, he casts Mystic Tomb, Remand, big surprise there. I honestly think the best play was just to use his passive because he's got so many cards in hand, he's going to start, again, self-milling, which is Maelaki's strategy. So on turn 6, Maelaki is already down to 4 for his passive. Maybe it's the time for him to play his passive, or he could, just get ahead, right? So get ahead also triggers, as you can see, Maelaki's passive. So he drew a card and now it's down to 3. Millstone mills 1 more Looting Lizard, another card, and he plays Jace's Apprentice, 3/8. Lava Wave. Okay, so maybe the saving grace for Metagame Fitness is Lava Wave, at least to clear some of that stuff in there. But I think maybe he's just going to Master Possibilities and just sort of call it a day. He could be even Frost Titan, but that leaves it open to, just being returned by Mist Raven, which we all know Jace will have. So interesting combo for Metagame Fitness splashing red is that Spawning Hellion gives you another Spawning Hellion, but if you trigger Jace's passive, it becomes a 1-cost Spawning Hellion. So in any case, Metagame Fitness uses Frost Titan. All right, what is it? What is it, Frost? What is it, Sun? It's Sun Xander split. Very good stuff because Metagame Fitness already has 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards in hand. Doesn't want to draw another card. Maelaki. So his land triggers. Okay, he gets Panharmonicon. Yeah, Mist Raven, of course, the Frost Titan, maybe even the Rune Shell Crab, or maybe one of those 0/3s. It doesn't really matter. All right, there we go. Handful. Yeah. I think really the better play was to actually maybe bounce the Rune Shell Crab and then the Frost Titan, which would effectively kill it. Yeah, we can see Metagame sweating, checking he's only got 10 cards left. I don't know why Metagame didn't block with the 0/2, but I don't think it matters because they're just chump blockers. Any case, so we did see a little bit of misplay on Maelaki's side and on Metagame's side, but I think it would have affected Maelaki more. Okay, so Metagame Fitness is really low on the cards. He's going to trigger his Remand. I don't know if you want to trigger Remand, just because you don't want to draw any more cards, right? You know that Maelaki is going to mill 1 more creature with the 1/3 on board and has the 2/4 Xander split. So you really don't want that to happen. Hopefully Isochron Scepter does not draw another. Okay, so it doesn't. It gets maybe Mana Surge. But you really don't. MetagameFitness is praying he doesn't get that, you know, draw one card from your opponent. So he gets Mana Surge, alright. Maelaki, you cast Jace's Apprentice. Of course, it gets remanded. And he could do another, Jace's Apprentice. So MetagameFitness's strategy was basically to do endless spawning Hellions. But it looks like it's actually turning against him because with all these creatures of Xander Split forcing a draw, Jace's own, you know, MetagameFitness's own Repulse to draw a card, and this 1/3, you know, milling cards, and then of course Maelaki himself with the Millstone, it is really, really tough for MetagameFitness. I don't think there's any way to come back from this. So many cards, Divination, Niv-Mizzet, Looting Lizard, Divination again. MetagameFitness is that he cannot play. He's not going to use his Mystic Tomb artifact. I think this is game. I think Maelaki locked him down hard. And also he's got Remand, so even if he plays Lava Wave, it doesn't really matter. No matter what he plays, see, he can't play Divination, Niv-Mizzet, any of those card draws. He's only got 4 cards left. And we know that the next attack will be Xander Split to make 3. Maybe the 1/3 dies, that's going to be 2 cards. I think this is game. Very well done. Don't want to call it offensively too early, but honestly, very, very well done, Maelaki. Jace on Jace, this is how you defeat. And notice Maelaki never actually triggered his passive. So it's at 0 mana, it's a free passive, but why trigger it? You don't need to draw any more cards yourself, Maelaki. And Jace himself, that's why I believed earlier it was time for MetagameFitness to trigger his passive. So at least these cards are not costing so much. But it doesn't really matter because no matter what happens, it's kind of, you don't really have a choice. I mean, you could return the 2/4, but I mean, you only have 4 cards left. So next turn it's going to be 3 cards. You already can't play anything else. You can't play the Looting Lizard, can't play Divination, can't use your Mystic Tomb. So I mean, you're really just here to just sort of end the turn. You really, I mean, you could trigger it now. I guess now you can trigger it, but what do you get? You can unsummon. Again, you can unsummon the 1/3. I don't think it really makes a difference. MetagameFitness really needs to find a way to bring out that spawning Hellion and to just make that spawning Hellion have more versions. But that 1/3, that black card 1/3, where when it dies, mills a creature, that's like the perfect answer to the spawning Hellion. So it really depends if MetagameFitness can get the spawning Hellion out to save his life. Let's see how Maelaki decides to do this. He could, okay, so he decides to trigger his passive, alright. What does he get? He gets unsummon. He's gonna unsummon one, why not? Isochron Scepter, mill each player for 2. Boom, boom. That was a very good Isochron Scepter, so now MetagameFitness, I believe he's down to 1 card, and he has to. Oh, there we go. Scoreboard. No more cards. So MetagameFitness gets 1 more turn, but he has to successfully attack with the Spawning Hellion. Unfortunately, because Spawning Hellion does 9 damage, and he has that 3, and Maelaki has that 3/11 Jace's Apprentice, Spawning Hellion will not successfully do damage. Therefore, MetagameFitness will not successfully have a card in deck. And I think that's just the end of the game. Even if he plays Spawning Hellion, to attack. 3, so he has to basically rely. Oh, never mind, we got Remand. And just like that, that's the end of the game. Very, very, very well done, Maelaki. That was an amazing, perfectly milled Jace play with the black splash. Absolutely loved it. Well done. Way to show how to play mill Jace. So with that, we're gonna go into round 3.
Final round.
All right, round 3.
Fight.
And round 3, what are we gonna have? Wow, we're gonna have MetagameFitness back on his super aggressive Nahiri versus Maelaki on that shadow blue black guy with the lack of face. His name will come to me in a minute. I can see his picture in my head. I don't know what he's called. Anyways, we'll leave it for now. So Maelaki is rocking that Isochron Scepter. He's rocking that Tolarian Academy land. Reduces all of his artifacts cost by 1. Metagame Fitness on Nahiri, as we know, has the very aggressive land, cast a Raging Goblin, boom, 2 damage to Maelakai's face with the axe. Turns out that a face with horns and black smoke is can still survive an axe to the face. I mean, he doesn't really have much face, right? I mean, if you throw an axe, you could probably dodge right there and then, because your face has like a big hole. Any case, let me know what it's like in real life. So Metagame Fitness, yeah, 1/1 Lingering Spirit for 1 mana, and uses the Nahiri Stoneforge Blade to make it a 4/1 Goblin. Maelaki, of course, places his Shadow, I think it's the Shadow Assassin. Basically, when it attacks, it doubles the passive. I really have to look this up. What's the name of that Planeswalker? In any case, this is a fast game. Metagame Fitness uses all 3 mana and destroys the Shadow Assassin. Just like that, 5 damage to the face. Maelaki is down to 16, so that's a very, very, very fast game so far. Alright, Maelaki uses the 2/3, uses the... Alright, so now we're in turn 4, rather. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize, this is a very fast game. Metagame Fitness on turn 4 uses the Goblin Shortcutter and the Raging Goblin, going for broke, basically. And he's going to attack 3/1, 2/2, or rather 2/1. Can't block, so that's another 5 damage to the face, and the name of that Planeswalker was Ashiok. Alright, so Ashiok with the 3/3, now cast the 1/2 with the Crafted Glider. I think he's gonna go Crafted Glider. No, he doesn't. Okay, he goes for the guy that, you know, buffs your artifacts +1 usage, but it can't have any artifact. It doesn't have any artifacts, so it has no effect. Let's see how Metagame Fitness does this. Does it use the Stoneforge Blade on the 0/1 just to do damage? Or does he make something else fly? Which it looks like he might. With the Aventur guy gives one creature, not randomly, rather, one creature flying for 1 turn. So it's going to be 2/1. Yeah, it's going to be a 4/1 overhead. So it's bringing Maelaki down to about 7 health. Again, I don't know how you can aim an axe properly when your face is missing the majority of it. But anyhow, Maelaki is getting hit on the face. He gets a Flagrant Foul. I think Flagrant Foul is the answer, right? You get to destroy something for free. Maybe destroy the 2/3, yeah, because you have no flyers. There you go, perfect. And let's have you attack. I think the 4/1 is going to kill the 3. Okay, no, yeah, he doesn't want to. He wants Metagame Fitness to attack. Okay, active Volcano triggers. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Out of 5 targets, it targets 2 of the same time. So, yeah, there's only 2 shadows, or rather 2 nightmares on Metagame Fitness. So even if they're both, for Maelaki to gain 2 health to make him at 10 in the next 5 turns, Metagame Fitness still has him on the ropes. But as we can see, Metagame Fitness is also sort of running low on cards. He's got 3 cards left, none of them which are super impactful, but maybe the answer is just another Goblin Shortcutter and just go all in. But I think Metagame Fitness is a little scared, even though his land triggered perfectly, is a little scared that he's going to run out of steam. And that Maelakai's passive will save him, or Maelaki might have an Infest to just basically destroy Metagame Fitness's board. We'll have to see how Maelaki decides to play this, or if he has an Infest, or Scour the Void gives him some creatures, you know what I mean? We have to really see if Maelaki can sort of save this board from Metagame Fitness's pressure. Metagame has a lot of decisions to make. His land did trigger, but I think he would have wanted 6 mana. Okay, yeah, see, he's starting to get scared of the board pressure that Maelaki has. He has the double-headed Hellhound, okay, so there we go, Scour the Void. Okay, he only gets 3 cards, of which 2 cards are useless, and really, Pouncing Lemur, you want a blocker. So that's unfortunate, but Maelaki decides to attack. I think Maelaki was doing that just to get some options. I think maybe Extract Fear would have been a better play because he's not using 5 mana just to get cards and nothing to play. At least maybe Extract Fear would allow you to play 1 card. But let's see how Metagame Fitness blocks. So he blocks the 4/4, becomes a 4/2. Who does he block that Scorpion with? By the way, when that Scorpion dies, Maelaki gets a Doom card. He can, or rather an Infect, or I think it's Doom. Anyways, active Volcano triggers on turn, was it 6 or 7? Oh, Metagame Fitness is having the luckiest volcano triggers. It killed the 3-2 Stern Artificer earlier. Now it killed the Master Possibilities Mop. Mop is not a mop without a pan unless you pan the mop and mop the pan. There are 5 Nightmares on Metagame Fitness's deck, and Metagame Fitness is determining, yeah, maybe the answer is Tagic, because nothing can do 5 damage and to kill it, and nothing can sustain 4 damage to stay alive. So that's the perfect answer going in. Yeah, I think Maelaki has to make some bad decisions to block. Even if he blocked everything, he will still be down to, I believe it's 2 life. He would take 3 damage. He has to make some unfavorable trades, and I believe the only real answer next turn is to have an infest. But let's see if that does work. So he takes 3 damage. Maelaki is now down to 2, so even though those axes and things, they do hit his face, maybe just on the nose part, where his nose would be. Tolarian Academy triggers again, probably not what he wanted. Okay, Lore Keeper, do you get infest? No, you get plot. Oh, that's too bad. Maybe shock? Yeah, you got a shock, but shock is too late because you have Tagic. Ah, that's so unfortunate. Tagic came at such a perfect time. So now, yeah, you got to attack with him. And Metagame Fitness, no matter what, is not going to block with the 2-1 flyer because next turn the 2-1 flyer will go overhead and do 2 damage. But if Maelaki's Nightmare triggers, and he's in the game for 1 more turn. So let's see how this works. I believe Metagame Fitness will block maybe the 3-1 with Tagic. He wants to keep Tagic in play. And yeah, and block the 5-4 with the 1-1 Goblin and just let the 2-1 go through. Nope, he decides to do that. Alright, decides to eat the 5 damage. See, by triggering those 2 Scorpions, Maelaki has 6. Nice! That was the most perfect. So, just like how Metagame Fitness had 2 of the best volcanoes ever you could ask for, Maelaki had the perfect trigger on 6. On 6 of his Nightmares, he is now back to 8 life. And just like that, yeah, Metagame Fitness he's basically in for a much longer round, and he's running out of steam. Sure, oh my god, so fortunate. So, Metagame Fitness brings Maelaki down to 1 life. 1 life, thanks to Goblin Shortcutter. Oof, but let's see how this works. Maelaki, so you do 11 damage, boom. Nope, you don't do 11 damage because of course you blocked with the 0-1. But how do you play this? I think you need to start bringing in, hopefully Metagame Fitness doesn't draw something else to do like a Lava Axe. Okay, 3, how's it? Okay, he gets +2, very good. And Metagame Fitness's land did not trigger to finish off Maelaki. So he had 2 good triggers and 1 trigger, well, 1 turn where it didn't trigger. So Metagame Fitness is now sort of deciding whether to cast the Stoneforge Blade, but yeah, he gives it on the, okay, becomes a 4-3, and I think he's just gonna go all in, looking to make some. So yeah, 1-3 is gonna block the 4-1 for sure. There are no more cards in Metagame Fitness's hands, so there's no, you know, that trap to basically recast, or sorry, to return to your hand any creature that has died. So there is no more plays. Metagame Fitness is top decking. All the blocks are made, and Maelaki has to find a way next turn to block 2 creatures, but I'm pretty sure he can do that because, yeah, 1 creature is going to go having to block this. So all he has to do is play, maybe, I don't know if that's the play, if I'm being honest, because I believe that no matter, because in case Metagame Fitness gets a haste, you get a haste, does your land trigger? Okay. Yeah, I think the play was to play Shadow Mage and sort of cast lots of Fatal Infections, hoping to get, you know, to trigger. But in any case, as it is, a thrilling match indeed. Down to the last card, very well done. Metagame Fitness, you have taught us how to play Nahiri and to win against Ashiok. Very well done, and very well played as well, Maelaki. That was a very good match. Very close game at the very end, but in any case, as it is, Metagame Fitness will go into the second round. So, we're gonna see Metagame Fitness in round 2, and if you guys liked what you saw or heard today, please like, comment, and subscribe. We do have an active Patreon. We did have to make some changes because we're having some changes in, I guess, our administration team. But let us know what you think, what you feel of this video. Leave a comment, subscribe, leave a like, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.